Hello, this is Nathaniel, and this is my first preaching session. And I'm going to be teaching to you about love. So, what is love? Love is the absence of hate. And it is the strongest thing in this world, and it's the strongest thing ever, really. And you might ask that I thought the Lord was the strongest thing. But the Lord is the strongest thing too, because he operates in love. Love is what he created, and that's what he operates in. He uses love for everything, no matter what it is. So the only way to believe is through love. And it's because it's the most powerful thing. It's what you need. Sorry. It's what to get anything through God, to do faith through God. That is what you need. You need love, because faith without love is nothing. You have to have love to be able to operate and use faith and be in faith. It was in the Bible. There's a scripture that says that if I have faith to move the mountains, if I have faith to move the mountains, but without love, it is nothing. Because love is the strongest thing, and it is what is used with faith. So, love and faith are tied together. You can't have faith without love. So that's what the Lord uses. You know, like in those movies where, like in the princess movies, the true love's kiss. It's a good thing to show you that love is the most powerful thing. It can break. In those movies, it can break any curse, of course, but it's a very, very powerful, very good thing, and it's what you need. You must have faith. You must have love to have faith. So, to have faith, to have a new car, you must have love. And, operating in love is the best thing that you can ever do. What happened a few years ago is that my mom did a homeschool group, and she did a preschool at the time, I guess. She was doing a small preschool daycare out of her house, and two of the people that went there, let me back up a little bit, but the Lord told her to do this preschool, so she was doing the preschool. And then these two people had their kids come to her preschool, and they decided, because we had a big house. It looked like a 2 stories because of our windows, but it was really just a 1 story and an attic with a window. It was a house that my dad built. So Lord told her to do this preschool, and these two families came against her and were calling licensing on her. That licensing is supposed to regulate preschools, or daycares. They're supposed to regulate daycares and tell you they're the government authority on daycares and preschools. But they kept calling daycares on her. They kept calling licensing on her, and she would. And then even after that, as they kept coming at her, she walked in love toward them. One of their older children went to the school that I was going to at the time, and my mom would see her in the pickup line, and she would say like hi and then wave, even though the mom was coming against my mother and the preschool. So she walked in love toward her, and right after a few months after that, the big fire, you might have heard about it, I think it was like 2016 or something, in Lomarica hit, burning down, going and tearing through the small town of Lomarica, where we lived. And the Lord had told her to water all of our pastures. We were on 8 acres. We had a house, a driveway, and then all around was like grasses. Okay. The Lord told her to water it, and she didn't know why. She just went with the Lord though. And she watered everything. So that it was all green, and then the fire came down. And as we had to evacuate, and as we drove away, my dad, who is a very godly man, not that he was like God, but that he moved in God a lot, saw a vision that the Lord had one of his angels go down, draw a line through our property and over a mountain we were by and into Oroville, that they drew a line that the fire shall not cross. And all because my mom walked in love. Our house was saved. The fire didn't touch our property at all. And the houses over there on our side of the line were all saved, because my mom walked in love. So you can see by this that love is a very, very powerful thing. And so it's very important to walk in love. If someone comes, also, what was operating behind them, the ladies that came at my mom were demons, and she operated in love, and she spoke against the demons. And this is a little bit off the topic, but both the people that came against my mom, one lost their house in the fire, and the other got into a very nasty divorce like 6 months to a year later. The family broke apart. And what's very important when casting away demons, it's still a little bit off topic, is that you don't cast the demons back on the person. That's not good. That's revenge. You don't want revenge. You want the demon to go back on itself, not the person, but itself. And that's very, very important. When someone is operating with a demon and they're cursing you or coming against you, or the business that God told you to do, I know that's happened with some people. You need to walk in love toward that person and cast the demon back on itself, not the person, but itself. But unfortunately, a lot of times the demon can't go back on itself, so it'll go back on the person, and the person will end up losing something, or something bad will happen. It's unfortunate, but what you need to understand is that you do not call the demon all back on the person, because if you're calling the demon that's coming at you through that person back on the person, you're cursing them. And we Christians don't want to curse anybody. None of us, I don't think, want to curse somebody unless a demon is influencing us. So, it's very important you need to walk in love, and that's all. This is about 10 minutes, but that's all I gotta tell you on love right now. I'll see you at my next session, my next preaching session. And bye-bye. Have a great day. Have a great rest of your day. And remember, love is the most important and most powerful thing. So always walk in and by it. And faith will follow and peace will follow. Thank you. This is Nathaniel. And bye-bye.